I was talking to one of my fellow church defectors last night, good friend of mine, and we were talking about surveying the demographic of people, the refugees coming out of the church. Almost like defectors. You look at the North Korean soldier that just defected recently, and they shot at him and hit him a few times, and he had parasites in his gut, like he's malnourished, and they tried to kill him on the way out. And nothing that intense, but it's like, it's pretty symbolic of the church really being brutal at letting people leave. And the people that do leave, that get rehabilitated, are full of, they were malnourished the whole time they were there, and they were full of all sorts of weird stuff. Kind of like us when we get out. So there's, in my surveying, I'm looking at tons of videos and seeing all the escapees and seeing it's increasing. Like, there's tons of people coming out of the church. But I'm seeing it in two different camps. There's the camp of the people that are coming out and they're firmly rooted in Christ, and they're coming out and they're finding true freedom for once. And they're being set free, and it's like, welcome to the other side of the matrix, man. Like, here, you've got the seed of agape in you. The kingdom is formed in you. Now you're free to work outside the church walls. And so that's one group. And the other group is a group that's coming out of the church and walking into nonsense. Like, they're coming out, they're starving, right? Obviously, they're coming out because they're starving. They're not finding the right thing inside those church walls of that ritual service. But they're coming out, and it's like Satan is in Revelation. It's like he's the dragon with his mouth open, waiting for the woman to give birth so he can swallow the child. And they're coming out and immediately getting chewed up and spit out by Satan into one of various, cult kind of crazies. A lot of them just go straight agnostic, atheist, whatever. They just abandon God entirely, throw the baby out with the bathwater. And others go into all sorts of weird stuff, which I'm sure you can see online about, all sorts of, like 13th tribe of Israel, African nation power stuff. I don't know. All sorts of weird stuff, and they seek that to fill the void. But, the ones that abandon the faith entirely are just, all of them. It's like the seed being thrown on the rocky soil where there's no firm root. And so when the slightest thing comes, it just gets eaten by the ravens, taken away, like the devil snatches it up, because they have no firm root in themselves. And it's Jesus, it's God shaking the tree. It's God shaking things. We knew this was going to come. We all knew this was going to come, a time when God would shake everything, and that which was not built on his firm foundation would fall away. And we're living in that time. It's happening. So, if there's any way that we can provide a welcoming environment to the people that are having their own personal exodus out of the church, and we can welcome them into freedom and fellowship outside that institution, we should be doing it. God bless.